Hello, and welcome to my Total War Empire playthrough. Today we'll be playing through Total Empire Total War. This game is, I don't know how old it is now, a billion years old. Um, yeah, we're just going to be doing the Grand Campaign, because I played through Road to Independence too many times. Um, so yeah, so in the Grand Campaign, we're going to be doing something a bit different here. We're playing as the United Provinces. What would become the Dutch? Um, what would become the Dutch? We're going to do the long campaign, so this will be a long campaign. Basically, we have to capture and hold 25 regions by the end of the year 1799, including the regions shown: Dutch Guiana, Flanders, Bijou, Bijou, I think it's one of these. Yeah, I think it's that one. Ceylon, Cardigan, French Guiana, Sure. That's really hard to read. Hindustan, New York, New Abdalsa, Netherlands, Go, and Croatia. I can't even read that. Anyways, what I've just butchered is what we have to hold plus 25 and the other 20 and like the other regions. Now I've only successfully done this one other time. The other times I got stomped on by France. Pretty typical. More accurate. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to create the Dutch East India Company. And we're going to supercharge it. And you say, well, you say, Rex, they were already one of the most quiet. They were already the Dutch East Indies, or the East India Company. The East India Company was one of the most powerful companies to ever exist. They had a military rivaling that, a naval and a military rivaling Great Britain. And I say we're going to supercharge that and make the Dutch East India Company. So yeah, we're going to do that. How are you saying? Well, we're going to first things first. What we're going to do is we're going to turtle up at home. What usually happens, I don't need two generals. Two generals is too many. Okay. So what usually happens is a bunch of allies go to war, and you never want to. I found that you don't want to break with Great Britain. Great Britain will just come in and just stomp on you for funsies. Um, so what you want to do is get an army full of regulars, your regular line infantry, it'd be your Dutch line infantry. This is base game, by the way. And then you want to get your technology going up. You want this one here. That then allows you to get the college, which then will allow you to get division of labor, which then allows you to get a commercial port and then crank out the trade ships. The trade ships is what you're going to want to be doing here in the trading zones. If you never played Total Empire, um, um, if you only ever played Napoleon or anything else, I think this is the first one with ships. And they did the trading a little bit different in this, where you could actually have your individual Indiamen, your trading vessels, and you can send your guys out to these each individual commercial areas, your trading posts. Um, so right now, this is the East Indies. This is like the Philippines, Malaysia, that kind of area. Um, Now the trick is you want to be able to guard your ships with your um, with your battleships, with your main warships. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send them all into this into this area here. I don't have anybody there. There's also the west side of Africa. So this is Madagascar. This is the right here, and outside there's the Horn of Africa. Come down, bam. That's the Horn of Somalia. Horn of Amu, Strait of Amu, whatever. That's over here, whatever. Um, that's Somalia right there. Come down here, boom, where it goes in, top of Madagascar is there. Then you get the what I call the crook in the Pacific, and then you have the South American trading lines as well. You also have the American ones as well. I don't think there's any trading posts. There might be. I can't remember if there is or not. So forgive me. I don't think so because you can usually see on the map. I think if you've ever played Napoleon, Empire Total War, or Total War, there's like trading posts out here, and like you can like go after them that way. Because Napoleon Total War is smaller in scale. This covers both the subcontinent, the New World, well, the east coast of the New World, the eastern half of the New World, and Europe itself, with North Africa to boot, and the Middle East. The Middle East is actually pretty expansive here. Um, yeah. Then one of the other things I like to do is then send the clergymen out. As a Protestant nation, you're going to want to try to convert the locals as fast as possible to your nation. No matter what country you're doing this, you're going to want to convert them as fast as possible. That's going to limit your riots and the turmoil you have once you take it. So we're not going to focus on infantry yet. What we're going to focus on is getting these plantations, the towns, the businesses growing. And by no means am I expert at this game. This is just what I've learned in doing this and playing this scenario before. 3% bonus to your region. Perfect. What I will do here is I want to hide my ships away from the pirates. That's going to be the main goal right now, is to hide the ships away from the pirates. Though it would be nice. Maybe after a while we can get enough men together. We can get some regular militia, or regular line troops, and take um, Trinidad and Tobago from the pirates, and that way we have kind of this nice holding along the coastline. And we also have another port in the area. That's always nice. And that way we could also take the Leeward Islands as well. Just kind of depends. That's in the future though. Right now, this is what we're working with: 168 coins in the bank. So we'll see what happens. Save constantly because this game loves to crash. I also don't have the greatest computer, so here we go though. Space to speed it up. I will say, I think Empire gets a bad rap. Empire's definitely rip Prussia. Now, last time I did this, Prussia had like a ton of allies. So I got kind of beaten in the early game a little. I got beat up in the early game. This is it here. Now, what usually Poland, Lithuania is is allied with Prussia. Why they're not this time? Don't know. But yeah, we're going to do that. I don't have to necessarily get involved. I just have to be in the war per se. Sorry, I was drinking some sweet tea. So I don't necessarily have to go and attack anybody. Though if you want to be like uber aggressive about it, you can be. This is what I'm talking about here. Um, what we're going to do is we're going to run away. We're going to run away.
One of your sea trade routes is under attack from an enemy fleet. Without your intervention, they'll raid your shipping and take any goods and income for themselves.
Okay. So, what we're going to do is pick them up. Then go pick them up since I know pirates are about. And then just sit on this one here. And we're just going to keep trading from that point until we can kind of reinforce it. We're going to kick the pirates out of there. I forgot, I usually keep either ships or men in my ports for that specific reason. Okay. One, two, three, four. At least two more. That should do it for that. And at least for the early game, we should have enough to protect anybody that's feeling a little bit more frisky about it. We're still building the ship there. What I can do as soon as this ship is built here, I'll put it here, and then we can sail it. We can sail it to the Indies, or I guess into the Indies proper, if you will. East Indies. Um, I really don't want to go with that pirate ship because all you have is some merchant ships and a brig, and they have. What's the Flying Dutchman? Okay, well, that's something. Uh, huh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, definitely going to go up against that. Without some extra firepower. This one's not as important because there was nothing really to raid against. The ones you're gonna be looking out for is, of course, your trade routes here. That's one's going to be making you the money, if you will. Also, I forgot to go in here and see if we could get any more trade routes going here. Hanover, quest trade agreement. Rejected. Oof. What about if we give them an alliance as well? Hey, there we go. And then Westphalia. Trade agreement. Bam. Bam. Cool. Okay. 2 new trade routes opened up. Slow game is usually just slow. Not a lot going on. Usually I try not to get into the first battle until about 17:10, usually. But that information's down here, by the way, on the bottom right. It's currently summer 1700.
Oh, there are naturally occurring resources in this
There
region
we go.
that are not currently being exploited. Development in these areas now will increase your nation's trade income later.
Let's see. So that's. Hmm. Could go in and lower the lower those taxes. Middle class taxes stay the same. Level those out for them. That'd be fine. They're fine. I'm not changing that around. Um,
This tab lists all your armies, their available movement points, current status, and troop numbers. Data can be sorted from each of those headings.
okay, just check that one. I forgot which one I checked. That's armies. There's the one. Okay. No, I guess that was the other one. Okay. No, I just got confused because I didn't see it on the map. Alright. And then back home. See if we can squeeze a bit more out of the people, at least for one turn. Get a bit more cash flow going. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Okay, that's fine for now. Let's get them pull back. There. How's this? Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, we have one more day till that, and then we'll go ahead and build the college, and then we'll get that up. And this will help the region's income for the plantations. And then we'll get the division of labor, so we can get some more boats rolling, and then we can get some more commercial activity going. Some really easy stuff going on there. We can get that going. Over in the yes. Yeah. That way, next turn we can send them to the East Indies. And we can take out those pirates. Anybody else that's lurking there. Because right now we're at war with some people. And I really don't like them just sitting there. Let's go to a different trading post. See if we can see anybody along the way. Actually, let's leave them. Let's take them there. There we go. That'd be better. Yeah, that'd be much better. And speed it up.
in one of your colonies has been blockaded by an enemy fleet.
Right.
Whilst this is in place, it will not be possible to expect troops
Who is this?
to your home region. Act quickly or it will be
Agents. Okay. Sure, whatever you said. There we go. And let's make sure. Oop. Okay, they're doing fine. Keep hitting the wrong button. Regions. They're doing fine. They're doing fine. Okay. At least at the moment. Alrighty. That'll be done in another season. +1 per turn to region wealth. Let's try and get that going up. Okay. Keep forgetting about this guy. Send him here. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. That's a good little setup. That's a good little army we got here. So we do have a fort here as well. So it's not like it's just like we're just in the middle of a town somewhere. We do have our fort, so we are protected in our home region now. Now, doing it this way with the technology will leave you behind technological wise when you start fighting. But hopefully by then you'll have so many troops and so many you'll have the money advantage over the technological advantage that hopefully it kind of weighs out. And plus, hopefully by then, um, the idea is to have more than one college. And we get that college there. So what we do is we'll build up an army here, jump, boom, bam, take this, bam. They are pretty strong though. These guys are pretty strong. Sometimes I do just come around. Um, I say sometimes. The one time I did this, I came around and I landed at this area and then I just attacked them straight on. Though I think they are allied, so it doesn't really matter. But if you kind of want to just cut out the middleman, stop your army from getting too attrition down. So yeah, it's up to you. However you want to do it personally, up to you. Truly. Alrighty, we'll roll on. British ship must have been chasing down the pirates. That's funny. Oh, well, this can't make your game crash, by the way. That's why I usually save in between saves, or in between turns. Um, hmm. Now, theoretically, I should win this battle. Always save before a battle if you're. We got him. Pretty handedly, too. I don't fight naval battles. Unless it's like I'm just terrible at them. I don't even. I was gonna say even if it's like lopsided, even if it's lopsided, I usually either try to run away or I just cut my losses. During the entire Napoleonic campaign that I did, or during my entire Grand campaign, um, I never had any trade routes because I couldn't figure out how to play naval, and I kept getting bodied by the British because I played as the Russians and just started attacking everybody. So, um, yeah, this still looks fine. Yeah, looks fine. Okay. Let's get those to the East Indies. Okay. Now, what I think we're going to do is build that army, or that excursion force, if you will, of regular infantry to take Trinidad and Tobago. Um, because I can move there in one. I think I can get. I can make it in one move to their port. I don't think anything's in their port right now. That should be fine. Let me see. Does anybody have any? No. What I'm looking for is Protestant nations. They're the ones that are going to be more than likely the ones that are most friendly with me. Though the ones I did make the what I'm looking for is Protestant nation are going to be more than likely the ones that are most friendly. Um, though the ones I did make the oh, what a weird noise. Okay, chill. I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I was checking the stream, see if it picked it up. Um, can't tell if that was Steam or what that was. TikTok also went off of my phone the same time that happened, so I'm not too sure which one it was. But basically, your main sanctuary here in Europe isn't going to do much of anything, honestly. That we'll make them as comfortable as possible so we can milk them for all they're worth. Well, taxation with representation. I just don't care. Um, so yeah, we shall end the turn. I'll save next time. It crashes on this one because I said that. Britain, take out those pirates for me. Bless them if they did. And now with the Trinidad and Tobago pirates, what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack up four uh, line infantry. They're pretty stout. The pirates are pretty stout. They have guns. Um, so they're a stout little unit. So it's going to be. I did take them on with 2 militia, like a couple, like whenever I did my big playthrough of it.
One of your sea trade routes has
Um,
been attacked from an enemy fleet. Without your intervention, they'll raid your shipping and
so
take any goods
I
you
usually
carry
also
from
don't go
your
through
sailors.
these. Saxony. Fleet arrives in Trinidad and Tobago, and East Indies. Yeah, Trinidad, Tobago on the brain. There we go. Let's make a little bit of a war pack here. That's pretty. I don't know where those pirates got to, but that should be fine now. I feel pretty safe with those odds. What we'll do, I don't know. We might be able to take him with this. We're gonna try. I don't want to waste any more of the money because we need to upgrade the things first. So I just don't want to. Please don't be on. I usually like to do this all in one swoop here. Yeah. There we go. We'll besiege him a little bit here. Um, and then we'll just leave the ship parked there. I did want to leave. I should have left somebody. Oh, just make a militiaman up real quick. That won't cut into the budget too bad. How's that coming along, actually? Haven't checked the... Good, good, good. Okay. Just fine. And then what we're going to do is make up another Indian man and get that cooking. And then, whoops, I just hit my phone. Save. Up. Bam. Bada bop. Bam. Boom. Save and continue. Here comes the British again. I don't know. I might take the Leeward Islands from the... If I can take this without too much of a... Without too much trouble. Too much of a hassle. I may... I may take the Leeward Islands from the pirates because that will, I think that'll eliminate the pirates' ship capability, boat capability. I think because the pirates are just annoying, and then the only ones you have to really have to deal with is the Barbary Coast. Because remember, the Americans haven't dealt with them yet. Though I usually do in my playthroughs of any nation. Though handling the Barbary Coast as Russia is pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny to have Russian Tunisia, so that's pretty funny. Uh, some map gore for you. We also may be playing some Vicky too. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of stuff loaded up on the channel this coming week, or by the end of this week. The GeoGuessr video they just made should be up. They're they're pretty crappy. But I want to keep everything on video and on thing, even the fails. Um, so, and those are some massive fails. See, these Indian men's just not strong. They're not particularly the strongest. I didn't know where that pirate went. I would have hunted him down. Though, after we're done here, we'll go hunt him down. He's gonna slink back home.
There is unused land suitable for plantation
Alright, so
building plantations here will increase your nation's export capacity, boosting income through international trade.
yeah, we're gonna keep them under siege. We're not gonna force it or anything. Oh wait, I need a cake. Did they leave? Or did I need a cake? No, nobody was there. Okay, I just did that off of an abundance of caution. Yeah, I remember what I was gonna do now. I need to make another ship over here, so I'm not totally defenseless. Okay, we're gonna do a brig. And then we're gonna build up another ship here as well. What do we got? What do we? 40-gun frigate. Let's bring them into port. See if any of them need repair. Yeah. Use a flute as well. Now let me go over here. Okay. Well, build one up here. Okay. How's the regions of the world doing? Yeah, I brought it up now.
Shows you the information about a given general.
Don't care. There we go.
His name, position on the map, personality traits, and attributes relating to his
Just
military
take everybody
abilities
off.
are all listed, along with details of any ancillary characters in his entourage.
Okay. What we're going to do is link back up and see if we can't beat the pants off of them. Here we go. Hmm. I hate it here, dude. That's so stupid. Hello? Now, theoretically, I should win this. There we go. Lost 2 ships in the process. But we'll take it. Win's a win. We have some. Sorry, I have an anxiety tick. That one just went away. There we go. I have an anxiety tick, so if you hear like a that's my anxiety tick. Sorry. Alrighty. Well, those being fixed. Make sure I've done that. Oh, by the way, when the clergyman's here, you don't really have to do anything. Just leave him there, and he'll do his work. As far as I can tell. As far as I can tell. We will eventually need a cannon factory there. Okay. I think I said this, but I say it every other time as well. Yeah, the first video so far boring. Sorry, that's just the way it's gonna be. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be awkward. Not a lot of action going on. By the end of this run, we'll be just running. We'll be like it'll be nonstop battles towards the end of the run. So yeah. Oh, it's not frozen. It's loading. The watch is still turning. When the watch stops turning, that's when you know the game's donezoed. Entirely donezoed. There we go. Excuse me? We haven't even fought a battle yet. And I have to pay you 870 bucks and you get Dutch Guyana? No. What? No. I'm not even the one you've had a war with. Who'd you even have the war with? No. What a diabolical offer. What a diabolical offer. Though, Polish Guyana is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. I wish you could play as these smaller nations. I guess maybe back then it was a little too much. It's pretty impressive for this. Like, even though I don't think like I think the only one that's like in this scale is like around the same time period is like Shogun 2. Which I may also be making some videos on that and actually like learning it. Like I want to be able to like run you through things. I'll be learning it myself. Um, First battle. Here we go. We should have this. Keyword on should. This may end the first. Well, I think this is going to end the first episode after this battle. Um, won't be much of one, but it'll be to show what is to come. We don't even have bayonets yet. We don't even have plug bayonets yet. That's how like technologically like inferior we are right now. Like the rest of the world's walking around with plug bayonets. Somebody's probably even got socket bayonets by now. Um, so lovely cover art for this game. This game is. I won't say the game's beautiful, but like the cover art, the art for the game is beautiful. And the game's also, for the time and stuff, what it is, it's beautiful. Um, no, no stone walls. Cool. Open field only. Dope. Okay. Hmm. Run up. What I want to do is catch him in the open as much as possible. I don't know. I'm still unaware if that makes a difference or not. It makes me feel better, so that's all that matters. So makes me feel better. It also makes me feel better. There's a bot in the in my chat on stream right now. Uh, I saw it change to 2 viewers. And I was like, it's got to be a bot. Sure as heck was. Come on, come on. Yeah, we made it. They're at fire at will. There we go. They're kind of at the max range right now. These guys aren't even hit. Let's try to scoot them up a little bit. And we'll run the flank a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we run the flank. Okay, cool. Fast forward a little bit here. Get right up in the action. Intense. Cue the non-copyright free, the copyright free music. I probably won't add anything. I'm doing all right. Like I said, the pirates are like a little ridiculous. If we lose this first engagement, I'm gonna be real mad. You know what? Fast forward this. Yeah, there we go. Into the breach, man. There we go. I knew that would rout him. There we go. Pull our general back. There we go. In battle. Our first victory. Yeah, stand after that one. That was intense. Wow. Wow. It's like an. It's a, in I think it was in Napoleon when you just get like the 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 mob with the melees, and you just line them up as they come through with volley off your grenadiers. Just decimates them.
There's unused land suitable for plantations in this region. Building plantations here will increase your nation's export
Yeah,
value, improving income through international trade.
there we go. Research and technology went through. Yeah. Divisions of labor. That's what we need right now. Wait to have some money to make a flute up. There we go. Much safer. Actually, you know what? I might want to pull them back just for like a turn or two. Be able to repair them. Because if I lose these, that's gonna be hell to replace. Like, it's gonna be bad to replace. Yeah, I'll leave them there for this turn, and then take them back as I repair them in the docks. That's gonna be a heck of a bill to replace. Yeah, and do that. Next turn we will make up some more colonial troops because I don't know what's on the leeward. No, it's probably not gonna be good. I know that much. Um, and repair them one more time next turn. For now, I don't think they're in any danger. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send my guy up so I can see if anything's coming around Denmark. See if something is rotten in Denmark. Or around Denmark rather. Diplomatic relations. Okay. What is that? Monsieur? Monsieur? However you say it. Is that Islam or is that that's the native? Mostly Islam. Yeah, it's Islam. They don't have any partners. Okay. So we can slowly start building. Next time we'll get the barracks and then start building that up. Okay. Alrighty, while we save, we'll say goodbye, farewell. Join me next time in the adventures of forming a better version of the East India Company, the Dutch East India Company, not trademarked.